Welcome back to Markets of Sunshine. Today I'm going to share with you a 10-minute tip, and we're going to be using up our scrap pieces of fabric and paper in this tip, and I'm going to show you something really cool using printables and tracing paper. So first of all, let me show you what can be done with your scrap papers and using a printable and tracing paper. So the background has been all collaged, and then the bicycle and all of the parts of the bicycle have been put together with a template that was drawn on tracing paper. And then this is another collage background piece, and this can be left whole or it could be cut down, and then you could make it into tags or smaller shape. But this one was done, the prototype on a larger piece, and we just used the back of a paper pad. And the same thing here, used watercolor paper, and then because that will hold, water and moisture, so as you're collaging on it and adding layers of paint, I've added layers of paint and gesso. I love using gesso in my projects. So as you can see here, I just came in and kind of like splattered it around on the paper and pages. And so I've used vintage pages and different color tones, printables, so coloring, got black and white colors, all different kinds of things going on here. And so this was taken from a vintage book page as well, and then had some printables that I sprinkled in along the way. So let me show you each element here. So the bicycle frame was one whole element. The wheels were a second piece. The basket was a third piece, and then the little crate on the back was another piece. But look at how beautiful this turns out together. Now, I want you to take a real close look at it, and can you see how all of the different papers that I've torn up in little itty bitty pieces, and I've made the collage out of that, and then this was just simply cut out and then laid on top of my beautiful collage. But look at that. It's just like, I don't have to be an artist. All you have to do is be really good at collaging and cutting out. So we're good at fussy cutting, right? Yeah. So anybody can do this. So let me show you how to do this 10-minute project. So first of all, you will need some tracing paper, and I just happened to use mine that I had for my calligraphy tracing paper, my calligraphy practice. And you're going to need a printable. So I have several printables that I've done here, but first I'm going to just show you the technique real quick. I want to just be real quick tip on this. So here's the printable underneath, and here's the tracing paper on top. So here's my tracing paper, okay? And if you want to, you could, I could washi tape this down. So let me just do that real quick just to show you so we keep it in place. So I'm going to washi tape it to the mat underneath. Okay, so now using a marker, doesn't matter what color the marker is, and just try to keep, a steady hand. And for me, I have to keep my hand on the table as I'm doing this. And I just picked out different images. I mean, it can be anything you want it to be. It could be a butterfly, any other animal. Just Google the royalty-free templates, and then you save it to your computer, and then you print it out. And then when you print it out, it allows you to choose the size, and this was a 3x5 size here. And I'll show you. So you just have to play around with it. So the 4x6 was too big, so 3x5 was much better. Okay, so then that's it. So quick and easy. All right, so now remove the washi, And that's the other nice thing is that, well, we'll just fold it underneath of it because I don't want to tear. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to just cut out. You don't need to fussy cut this image. Okay, now we're going to set these aside, and then I'm going to show you how to turn it into that collage. All right, so now turn your image upside down. Or let me see, let me think about how it, yeah, okay. So I did this 2 different ways before. And so now we're going to get all of our little pieces. So we're going to, I could come in here and I was thinking I could do it with a fabric. And then just, you know, this was a 2-tone chenille fabric because I wanted something kind of fuzzy. So I like how you know, it's getting the orange and the white. So I could do this and just do one solid piece. So that's one idea. So you just, you know, if you had something that was already patterned in it, 2-tone, you could just cut out one large piece, even if it was paper. It doesn't have to, you could use fabric or paper. So I could just cut one large piece out like this. And then in that case, I would want to cut around this really, really close so that I could then come in, or I can just pin this right now to the chenille, and then I cut out around it. Okay, so then I have a perfect image of a bunny. So let's just do that. Let me get my pin cushion. I'm thinking, do I want to use another piece of washi? I don't think it will stick very well. Let's do pins. So I just want to show you the different techniques and how to do this so that when you're, you know, wanting to do projects and you want to add an image, but you're not an expert like me of doing certain things, then this is the easy way to go about it. And I'm going to go ahead, since I have his tail on the white part of the chenille. Now chenille, when you're going across the textured part, it is thick. So you have to know your fabric so that you know what you're up against here. So I have to be very careful. Chenille is layers of fabric that have been put together. This is going to be so cute. So this is a quick and easy project that you can do. And another tip is to have a really sharp pair of scissors. And this scissors, you should have one pair of scissors designated for fabric and one pair designated for paper. So this one is the one that I have designated for paper, so obviously it can cut fabric as well. So I wouldn't want to use my fabric ones because that dulls the blade. And the one that I have that I've been only using for fabric, it's the same brand of Fiskars, and that pair is at least 25 years old, and I've never had to have it sharpened, and it is sharp as can be. Now, it's not as sharp as this new pair. This is a new pair. All right, so I just want to, let me get in here. This is going to be a little tricky, but I'm going to get it done. Cutting into his little body. Okay. Pull the tracing paper off. Let me see, where's the other piece? Oh, good, it fell. All right, now let's just fix his ears. And I've been watching the slow stitch projects that are going on, and I really am a person who I love quilting and embroidery and all that kind of thing. So I thought that I would incorporate some of these elements. I'm not able to participate in those challenges because I have so many other things that I'm doing, but I love watching it. And Roxy and I think Tracy Fox is doing it. Oh, I cut his ear. Oh. Okay, that's okay though. We can patch his ear up, not a problem. Okay, so let's take off the template and let me show you. See, isn't he cute? He's so cute. And it's okay if that little bit is missing, you know, but we can come in here and we can fix his little ear, not a problem. I can put a patch. I can patch up his ear. Or I can just leave it like that, but anyway, I can fix it. So I wanted to show you how adorable is that. Isn't that just precious? Okay, now let me show you, and just for example, okay, this was a painting that I did, and the hands are paper. This is paper. Everything else is painted. This is gesso. And look how cute the bunny would be sitting down here in the garden. Isn't that cute? I can have him anywhere I want on the page. I can have him up here. Doesn't matter. Just incorporate him in. So just to show you, a background piece and how you would do it. But of course, I'm going to have him on something different. This page here is going to be cut down into tags. So I'm going to cut it straight across here and then trim this down, trim down the middle of the hands here. So one hand will be on each side, but just wanted to show you that as an example for a background piece. But isn't he cute? So cute. So you can have images just like that, so quick and easy. And now let's do another one, and this time we're going to use paper scraps. Okay, so here's our bunny. Now we need to just get all of our paper scraps, and it's you need paper, not cardstock. It has to be paper. So you're going to have to go through and get all your papers out, and then you'll be able to tear it easily, and it will turn out so cute. So I have a stack of papers here. Let me get those out. Okay, so then this is what we get when we're all through. So now I'm going to show you what I did. So this is the side that I actually traced it on. Okay, but then you flip it over, and with the patterns facing up, you just tear up all your little pieces of fabric and paper. I don't know why I got fabric on my mind this morning. Paper, and then you can do that. Now you could cut little pieces of fabric, but I didn't do that because this is a much quicker way and I wanted to do it. But I had made the mistake. Now look at his little tail. Isn't that so cute? So I just went through my papers and I found what, would be cute. So you don't do him like this first. This is the way you do it if you're going to cut him out on fabric with one solid piece, like I showed you in the beginning. So that's fine if you're going to do it like this. But to do it for our collage like this, then we have to do it a different way. So then this is what you want to do. So you want to cut him, draw him out, but then when you go to cut him out, leave space around the image. So don't cut him out close to the image. All right, so now let me move this out of the way. Okay, now I'm going to turn him over. I'm going to show you real quick how easy this is to do. So you can tear your pieces the size that you want. I used the one image as my focal point. So this was just a coloring page that I did. So I went and grabbed a coloring page and just tore out what I wanted it to be. And you can do this in any number of ways. You don't have to do it, like I'm doing it. Okay. I kept having interruptions because my husband hasn't left yet and he keeps coming in. Trying to talk to me, which is understandable. Okay, so now what you need to do is then when you go to put your pieces on that are the torn pieces, and I'm just using a glue stick, putting a little bit of glue, because I'm going to stitch this little guy once I'm all done. And then just whatever pieces that you have decided on, this is paper, like I told you, just tear off a piece. And I loved how that other one tore flower that was the white flower for his tail. So I'm going to use this. Isn't it going to be so cute? Okay, so it doesn't need to really be that big, but I'm going to go ahead and use it. Okay, so as you can see, what I'm doing is you're just layering, and it doesn't matter how the pieces fall. Okay, this is just like one of those that we do that we don't think about it. We just tear and we, you know, get the sizes down to the way you want it. And one tip is, remember, when you tear toward you, you see the white edge. When you tear away from you, you don't see the white edge. So you can go as small on these pieces as you want. You can go as big on these pieces as you want. So it's really up to you. And go outside of the draw, your, you know, your whatever tracing image. Go outside of that. Okay, I'll show you in the end what it's going to look like so that you can see how cute this turns out. I love this piece for his, like, for his nose. I don't know if I can get it to be where I want it to be, but we're gonna try. Cute little bunny nose. Okay. We had bunny rabbits when my daughter was little, and we had a mommy and a daddy bunny, and so they had babies, and then we had little baby bunnies all over the place. They were so cute. I love baby bunnies. So when I saw, I think it's Roxy doing this, when I saw her bunnies, and I was like, oh, I gotta do bunnies. Okay, so I want some more of the white. And again, just tear this, and whatever comes out. And again, I'm going to stitch this. I don't know. Yep, see, don't start overthinking it, Marsha. Just go with it. Just go with it. It turned out cute on the other one, so I'm starting to overthink it. I'm like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Just keep going. Have fun with it. Okay, I got white over there. Let's get some of this over here. What I was thinking is, what size do I want the page to be? That's what was really going through my mind. So I was just like, do I want to tear that down, or do I want to just slap it on there like it is? Because I'm trying to do this quickly for you guys so that you can see, you know, don't labor over this. Just get in there and have fun and get it done. Okay, there we go. Now, and I have other images that we could do, but for the sake of time, I didn't want this to be a long video. So I'm trying to get the 10-minute tip to also be a 10-minute video, but I know I'm not going to be able to do that. Okay, now you flip it over so that you can see the image that you so vividly traced. I mean, now if you can draw these things, I mean, obviously you won't be tracing them. But since I traced it, that's why I'm saying traced. So you could have drawn it yourself, or you could have traced it. So either way, whatever it was. And now you're going to cut out the image from the back. Don't cut into the line. Stay on the outside of the line. And the beautiful thing about using the marker, see, is that gives you a little bit more leeway of cutting, so that, like, if you just use an ink pen, then if you go over the line, you're in trouble. But with the marker, it's not, because you're still within the parameters of that. You see how I came a little close there? So you can do this with any image. So this is something I had to share with you guys. I've been wanting to share this with you for so long, and I thought, you know, this would be a perfect 10-minute tip. And I've never seen anyone show this tip. Maybe there is somebody out there who's shown it. I mean, I learned it from somebody, obviously. but I didn't see it on a YouTube video. So I wanted to share it with you guys. And I know somebody else out there knows how to do this, but now you guys can all share it on your videos with your community. But it's so, the end results are just fabulous. And if you put this now, like you saw what I did with the other bicycle, I mean, you can put this on a busy background and it still comes out looking good. But you collage the other background as well. Or you could paint it. So now we're going to very carefully. The last thing I want to do is cut his leg off at this point. I'd be very upset with myself. Okay. Trying to get that. I'm going to have to flip him over. Okay, now. There you go. Cute. Isn't it adorable? Look at how adorable. And see how I did the flower where the nose? It looks like a nose, doesn't it? It looks like a bunny nose. Okay, and then there's that one. Cute. Oh, these are so cute. I love it. Okay, so that's your 10-minute tip video for the week. All right, and so next week we'll do another 10-minute tip video with the same technique, and I will show you with other images. So how cool is this? Isn't this cool? Look how that one turned out perfect for his little bunny tail. Absolutely adorable. So I'm so excited about it, over the moon, thrilled. Let me get my other collage paper out. Let me see. Just to show you. See, it's so cute. But on a lighter background, let me get the other one out. The lighter backgrounds definitely work better for this. See? Isn't that cute? Just adorable. Wonderful. Very cute. Just amazing. So you can tone down your background and, you know, do it any way you want, but this would be perfect. Imagine these as tags, cute little embellishment on a page, this, adding this to your slow stitching, you know, and then we can come here, which is what I'm going to do, and then I'll stitch all around him, and then I can add some little stitches on top of this as well. So, I mean, the sky is the limit with this technique. So I hope you will give this a try. I hope this was something new to you and it was fun. Let me know in the comments below what you thought, how you liked it, and if this was something new that you learned. Thank you for being here with me today. Stay safe. Keep creating in the sunshine. Bye-bye.